What do you want to talk about?
Wrestling! And here!
Wrestling?
Why?
It's wrestling.
It's wrestling.
Why?
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Why not? Why not?
It's fake.
Fake? What the hell are you talking about? Fake? It's not fake.
Fake.
Wrestling's not fake!
Okay, wrestling.
Hello, boys and girls. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ronald Ray here, your boy with a cornbread accent with his mouth full. Sorry about that. Hold on a second. We'll fix that in a second. Mm-mm. I can't. Anyway, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ronald Ray here. Well, you take 3. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ronald Ray here, your boy with a cornbread accent. Welcome you to this week's Spot Show live stream. Where we talk about the current state of professional wrestling, the current product, namely, AEW and WWE. That's just because I don't watch that. I haven't watched any TNA. I don't get the Texas channel, whatever it's called, or yeah, whatever it's called, AXT, whatever it's called. But yep. Sorry, no big countdown or anything like that. But you got the fancy intro at least, or somewhat fancy, as fancy as I can make it. I just got back from Carrollton, Georgia, which is like it's hour and a half, give or take, with no traffic. Yes, I had to go through Atlanta, so yeah, about a 2.5 hour drive for me to get here. But I made it, so that's the reason you didn't have the fancy countdown. And I'm still eating dinner. Thought I was able to get a one little slice in before uh, my intro ran out, but did not do that. Let's see here. So yeah, if you watched this before, folks know what to do. Help your boy out. Click that thumbs up button. Uh, I am on Facebook Live and YouTube streaming. So if you're watching me on any of those platforms, hit me up in the comments. If you follow me on one but not the other one, hey, join both. Follow me on both. That will definitely help me out. I was going to put this on Facebook the other day, but like I said, I was kind of busy today. But oh, that sounded strange. Busy today, like I was trying to sing there. But anyway, so yeah, like I said, hit me up in the chats. Uh, Let me know your feelings about anything I talk about or anything later on, because sometimes we'll off the cuff and talk about other things. I got a feeling we'll probably do that tonight. Uh, After I do all the rundown on the events of this past week. A lot of wrestling to watch. A lot of specials, TV specials, or one TV special, pay per view, and a PLE. Um, and definitely got your. I think I was listening to another podcast and somebody counted it down. If you counted Raw, SmackDown, Dynamite, Collision, I guess yeah, and as well as NXT, you would have got 30 hours of wrestling last week. Just from well, let's call it 2 products. They did Tony Khan owns Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor, shows up on Dynamite all the time, so that's not that big of a deal. But if you want to count Ring of Honor, uh, they did count that. Because Ring of Honor had a pay per view as well this weekend. Um, so yeah, you had 30 hours. So I'm thinking, not counting them, because that All In pay per view, man, that was which last year's All In was pretty long, and AEW likes to track stuff. So we'll get to all that more later. See Joe King's in the chat. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on is been a busy week. Busy week as usual, especially this time of year, summertime. Even though we get a little bit of thunder showers sometimes late afternoon, that just helps keep the dust down. Really, that's all it does. But anyway, anything I forgot? Brenda Watson, what's up? Sorry, I didn't have time to put a Gatorade in the refrigerator, man. Yeah, stick it out with Coca Cola. So, oh yeah, there's probably gonna be a couple times where I'm answering what there's on. I'll try not to do that often tonight. But if you see me do my John Cena impression, that's because that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to do a little dinner, but I'm not gross. That's rude, rude, I say. So anyway, uh, not much. That's good. Like I said, I think we'll veer off pro wrestling a little bit later tonight. Too much later. Hey, I'm not AEW. I'm not gonna keep y'all up till 3 in the morning. I can't talk that much. Ask anybody I know. Older brother, older sister, talk your fucking head off. Me, obviously, I can talk you to sleep. Anyway, let's get right to it. The first big event, or the first event we'll talk about tonight, is this past weekend's, which I screwed up. The hell? I'll add it on somewhere. But yeah, I might do something. Ah, see, can't see me. Take advantage of that right. But yes, the first thing we'll talk about tonight is Saturday night's main event, which I said last week. It's just a TV special. No biggie. Don't expect too much as a surprise or anything like that, which we kind of did. Um, yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about it when we get there. Before the this portion of the show, or at the end. Anyway, there I go. Yeah, see, now you can see me. But I can honestly tell you, I did not watch this. Bad wrestling. That's bad wrestling. Actually, I watched. Let's see. Well, I couldn't watch it Saturday because I guess I could have, but after 9 hours of all in, I didn't want to because it was over like 9 o'clock. Didn't want to catch the middle of it. Then when I woke up Sunday morning, I was trying to get a bunch of stuff done, and I actually got check this out, folks. Sorry, folks. I know I digress. I got my laundry done, groceries done. I'm talking about laundry washed, dried, folded, put away. Um, groceries done, some cleanup, my work reports, and time typed up, emailed, and my expenses done all before noon Sunday. How about them apples? But anyway, so after that, I wound up watching. Um, but yeah, I mean it's on uh, Peacock. But you want to know what I watched instead? I watched Memphis wrestling. Sorry, I was there's this another YouTube channel out there called Chair to the Face, and I watched a little bit. I think that they had a new one that came out. Watched a little bit of that, and I didn't watch all of it. So if y'all do watch this, sorry I didn't watch all of it um, because I was, like I said, busy doing other stuff. Then I wound up watching it. So anyway, let's get right to it. So this would be pretty. This part would be pretty easy. I just got to read the results, but there is some news out of this. We'll get to that in just a minute. But the first match of the night was Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre. Randy Orton was with Cinnamon Roll. I mean Jelly Roll. I like to call him Cinnamon Roll. I get these two people mixed up. Okay, got or Jelly Roll, Cinnamon Roll, word the fuck. And there's this other guy named Luke Combs who sings country and redid the Tracy Chapman song. Did a pretty good version of it. Great song, but if you were around back then when that song just came out, the original version of Tracy Chapman, you learned to hate that song because MTV, radio, constantly, constantly, MTV constantly played the video, radio stations constantly play that song, and you just learn to hate it. But um, but anyway, the guy who did the remake of the Tracy Chapman song, and I wish I should have put a picture up of both of them. Sorry, I'm going off the cuff here, really too. Uh, I get them confused. That's how much if you somebody show me a picture of uh what's his name again, Luke Combs. I was like, that's Cimarron? Like, no, 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 this is Cimarron. Oh, okay. One's got s- tattoos on his face, and one's don't. So I guess I should call one Jelly Roll and one Cinnamon Roll. Take your pick there. Anyway, Randy Orton did defeat Drew McIntyre. Had a little melee with J- Jelly Roll and Logan Paul. Uh, Jelly Roll got the better of that, but Drew McIntyre nailed Jelly Roll with a Claymore kick. And it looks like they're setting up a SummerSlam match between Randy Orton, and Jelly Roll versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. I mean, apparently, Jelly Roll lost like 200 pounds to do this. I mean, he's a big boy. I mean, I've seen him on WWE plenty of times. And they're both big boys. Um, put it to you this way: if I was famous and was hanging out with a dude, I would never say, "Hey, let me take you to dinner," because I'm too cheap for that. I don't care how rich I'll be. I'll probably be way too cheap for that. Anyway, plus I got my own, uh, weight to worry about. Which I did weigh myself. But actually, I weighed myself this morning. That's because I kicked my scale. It hurt. Anyway, the second match was Solo Sokoa with JC Mateo, Jeff Cobb, of course, Talatunga, and Tonga Loa, defeating Jimmy Uso by pinfall. This was for the United States Championship. So, I believe this is his first defense and a successful one at that. So, congratulations to him. And then a strange occurrence here. LA Knight wound up defeating Seth Rollins with Paul Heyman clean with a pinfall. What happened was I call it the Hayabusa spot because if you watch wrestling during that time, especially if you're a wrestling geek and watch some Japanese stuff, FMW, um, ask some of I was big on Hayabusa. So his thing was he would either do just sling himself in, do a swanton, bounce off the ropes, and do a moonsault, the lion salt. So, but sometimes he'll uh, springboard to the top rope, do the swanton, then springboard off the top rope again, and come back to a moonsault. Looked pretty, except for that one time. Unfortunately, that one time he did it, the rope broke. But you can find it on YouTube. Won't talk about it now. But I do suggest if you like Japanese wrestling, check out Hayabusa. He was freaking awesome. But anyway, so Seth Rollins, he does that spot every now and then. So he shots himself in, and I did watch Stevie Richards um, part. I didn't watch the whole podcast, but it was a clip I just watched when he came over and did a swanton. He paused it. It said because he noticed it like right there. He noticed something ain't right with that knee. Seemed like that knee gave way there. Then he came back and did the moonsault, but LA Knight moved out of the way and he landed, flat footed right in the ring and knee buckled again. So uh, they had the doctor come out, check it and everything, and I guess just to uh, guess somewhat to save the match anyway. Just he went out with he just punched a kick, uh, PTS, and that was it. LA Knight wins this one. I guess the one thing is people are kind of wondering if this is a shoot or a work or something like that, but it looked pretty much like a shoot to me. I don't see why. He's supposed to be a heel, right? Why would you want to give him sympathy? So looks like I haven't looked at anything today. I know they've been kind of hush hush, but almost looks like it might be out for 5 months, maybe 6 months. Um, but hey, he's got a year to cash in that money in the bank. So maybe once he heals up, that's how he'll make his return, cashing in that briefcase. But yeah, you hate to see anybody get hurt. And talking about bad luck, his house broken into, the following week blows out his knee again. Yeah, it must be his turn to watch the kid. Yeah, looks like he's gonna be watching it crutches. I just don't. I mean, I did see the footage, especially I, I don't know if anybody watches this, but totally dig Stevie Richards stuff because he's almost sitting there like with a pen and everything, really analyzing like every move and what's being done and stuff like that. So I think I said this before. If you're want to be a wrestler, you're starting your wrestling school, do some uh do some extra work and watch Stevie Richards because he breaks down stuff pretty good. Hello, Brenda Watson, you're back. I'm back. And your main event was Gunther successfully defending his WWE World Heavyweight Championship against Bill Goldberg. Technical submission. I guess that means he didn't. I'm thinking because what little footage I did watch, I just seen him do the one arm raise, so he don't get the Sami Zayn treatment 3 times out. But this was Bill Goldberg's retirement match. Gave a speech, got cut off. It got cut off. I think NBC cut it off, something like that. while he was giving a speech. Um, yeah, they kind of cut off, as he was giving his speech. So, um, I think they apologized to him. But like I said, unfortunately, yeah, if there's any news, it's got the Seth Rollins thing. Uh, Unfortunate for him. Um, yeah, I mean, yeah, he's been around for a while. Because when he first injured that knee, the ACL, I think injured his ACL and came back, he beefed up a little bit, uh, a little more. So that can, wear you down too, and you want to keep doing that style. Uh, Especially now, I think they just do. I mean, I think they all just don't they have maybe. Let's see, they're like the Raw, and you got Raw and you got SmackDown, but I think they're only gonna do like one weekend show each, so only wrestling twice a week, and that's what I'll get to that later. But 'cause they really dragged that part, and them, I mean AEW, but I'll get to that right now. But like I said, I knew this was gonna be a nothing show, but I will say thank you WWE for at least putting on another show opposite their paper AEW's pay-per-view. That way, that forced them to begin their time earlier. So do that anytime. I mean, especially on I mean, hell, do it on Sunday because usually I don't. If usually AEW pay-per-views are on Sunday, and I don't get all of them. But I got this one. Was going to kind of not do it, but did it anyway. But I'm glad I did. Uh, Great show, I thought. Very good show. They do their formulate form, form, formulaic stuff. I'll spit it out one day. Big words. Uh, and that does kill a lot. Um, but we'll get to it here. And of course, All In was in Arlington, Texas, I believe. Yes, Arlington, Texas. Globe Life Field, home of the Texas Rangers baseball team. Uh, I think what was it, a couple years ago they won the World Series with like one of the lowest payroll payrolls in baseball. But yeah, like you said, after a while, you probably just breaks down. I mean, some of you folks that works in the warehouse or works in a construction company or constru- construction, you know how it is. You work where you buy a lot, it breaks down. Trust me, I know I got my own aches. Not as much, taking sponsor. But anyway, let's talk about All in Texas. Like I said, long ass pay per view. Um, There's one thing I'll complain about is it was freaking long. Did not need to be this long. But that's what I say about because they want to drag them out. Some of these matches should have been shorter than what they were, but we'll get to it. You had 3 0-hour matches. One of them being the Sons of Texas, Dustin Rhodes, Marshall, and Ross Von Erich with Sammy Guevara with Kevin Von Erich at ringside. They defeated Shane Taylor Promotions, Shane Taylor, Lee Moriarty, Hardy, Charlie Bravo, and Captain Sean Dean. Great tag team. Wish they get a bigger push. Those kids can go. They were joined at ringside by Anthony Agogo and Trish Adora. Agogo got into Kevin Von Erich's space a little bit. Thought he was going to kind of beat down the old man till Dustin's nephew. What was his name? Wyatt and Wayne. Is that right? Anyway, they came down to kind of serve as backup for Kevin Von Erich. Uh, at the end, Paul holds for everybody at Shane Taylor Promotions, including Anthony Gogo. Anthony Gogo got in the ring, thought he was going to interfere, and Kevin got in there and slapped that iron claw on him. So, um, so yeah, I mean it's a decent match. That was one of the shorter ones at 7 minutes 15 minutes 7 minutes 15 seconds. Next one was Boom Boom AJ and the conglomeration conglomeration. Kyle O'Reilly hologram and Tomohiro Ishii with Big Justice and the Riddler. Riddler. Never had two kids annoy me so much, and I wasn't even. Anyway, the cool thing. Oh, anyway, they defeated Don Callis family, uh, Chikiro, Lance Archer, Rocky Romero, and Trent Beretta. My favorite part of the match, of course, was when Trent Beretta high face Big Justice to the ground, but unfortunately, Big Justice got his receipts and speared Trent Beretta, allowing Big Boom AJ to hit a power bomb on poor Rocky Romero. This one, yeah, this one should have been like 5 minutes, and yeah, 5 minutes. But it lasted 12 minutes 45 seconds. Yeah, don't care for the Boom Boom and his freaking kids. Leave the kids at home. You're bad enough. You're annoying enough. All right. And the third 0 hour match, pretty good one here, I thought. It was FTR, Cash Wheeler, and Dax Harwood with Stokely at ringside. They defeated the Outrunners, Truth Magnum, and Turbo Floyd by pinfall. Cool heel stuff. Like I said in my recap of All In, FTR just works better at heels. They know their job of being a heel. Um, they know how to get heat. They know how to uh, kick it in sometimes and back off like a chicken shit. And did I mention they know how to cheat? And that's what they did. Stokely pulled Turbo out of the ring. Anyway, pulled one of them out of the ring. Um, ran away from him. Then Dax rolled him up in a schoolboy, put the feet on the ropes. Of course, it helps to have Cash Wheeler and Stokely as well, holding your feet to gain that extra leverage. And that's how they won. They didn't win their finisher. One was simple schoolboy roll using the ropes, simple cheating, and I'm not sure what was said. That looks like a lot of words was said towards Dax and Cash Wheeler. Cash Wheeler kind of giving it back to. Yeah, I dig Oakley with them as well. I mean, it seems to be quite a good pairing. Um, he was looking for a tag team. Thought he was going to get the private party and all that, but winds up getting the best FTR. Um, not sure where they'll go from here, but like I said, ain't nothing against the outrun. I think outruns are pretty freaking entertaining. If anything, it's like, okay, now you got a tag team who knows how to. They have a little gimmick, a little entertaining. Go with it. Um, but yeah, I mean, FTR is it's hard. You had to work extra hard trying to get a bad match out of that one. But yeah, they especially now that they're heels and they can really dictate the pace and everything else and dictate the match. That's where they need to be because, as we know, there's not a lot of people in AEW knows how to be a heel. Hey, and this, of course, part of the main show, World Trios Championship match. The champions, the Ops, Kansahuri Shibata, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Samoa Joe defeated the Death Riders, Claudio Castagnoli, Wheeler Yuta, and Gabe Kidd. Um, Mojo hit the Muscle Buster on Wheeler Yuta. Good match, not bad. Um, I, I think what I was going to say. Um, not the best, but it served its purpose. Uh, I could have done with the Gabe and Shibata, you know, Japanese style striking no sell BS, but that's that Japanese style, so I guess I got to put it in there. Guess it gives them a good pop. Only lasted 14 minutes, 10 seconds. Uh, Long intro. Then there was aftermath, or there's a beat down after that. Death Riders beat down the Ops, and of course, a horse collared chair around Samoa Joe's neck, and Claudio stomped on it. He wound up wheeling him to the back on a stretcher. I did not watch Dynamite last night. So I've been uh, hard, but yeah, I dug the match. Next up, you had your men's casino gauntlet match. Of course, wrestlers come in at different intervals. Uh, Almost kind of like the Royal Rumble thing, except for on this one, the gauntlet match. So whoever gets the first pinfall wins the match, and that's what kind of the story that was trying to tell. I think in this match, MJF, and Mark Briscoe were the first two in there. They were both trying to get that, especially MJF was trying to get that quick win. That way he can go on, don't have to face anybody else. But a few other people did get into the match. This match lasted 34 minutes, 55 seconds. That's because you had a different intervals and stuff like that. But MJF winds up winning. He gets to carry the clipboard around uh, for a guaranteed world title shot, world championship shot. So interesting where they might go with that. Like I said, I didn't watch Dynamite last night, so I might watch it this have time. A couple other things I need to watch first, not wrestling related. All right, next up, Adam Cole. I think he's having I think from what I've read so far, he's having concussion issues again. I think last week before last, when I was 3 weeks ago, him and Clown, Kyle Fletcher was in the match. Kyle Fletcher powerbomb on him against the apron, but uh, Adam Cole wound up hitting the back of his head on the apron. So I don't know that. I guess that triggered the concussion issues again. It looked nasty too. I don't know if anybody's seen it. It looked pretty nasty. Power bomb. And Kyle Fletcher usually don't mess up that much. So Adam Cole didn't say he was retiring, despite what people might say of him. I think he should. This is as far as he's going to go. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he loves it and stuff like that. But dude's got to think about his health. Dude can talk. Let him be a commentator. I mean, I even said it that night. Uh, get rid of Excalibur. Send him down to Ring of Honor. Um, let him do Collision or whatever, and put Adam Cole on there. And he can let him be your uh, test it out first. Maybe let him be the main play-by-play guy. Maybe I don't know. With Tony Schiavone, Taz, I think it might work out pretty good. Or he could just be a mouthpiece with somebody. That's what Vince wanted him to be. He wanted him to be. The rumor is, I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but the rumor is, unless uh, I can't remember, did the Bearcat, whatever his name is, uh, did he did he announce Adam Cole was going to be his manager? And hey, that would have worked. Like I said, a kid can talk. Well, he's not a kid no more, but and I've always said too. I mean, y'all can back me up on this. I always said if Adam Cole was at least 6 foot tall and had a little more meat on the bones, not too much. He had to have a whole lot. Uh, just a little bit. Anything, anything but where he is right now. Uh, he will be in the main event picture. And not to go back out, but but it was Dustin Rhodes. Okay, anyway, they excuse me, I skipped way ahead there, didn't I? So they made a four-way for the TNT Championship. Dustin Rhodes versus Daniel Garcia with Matt Bernard, Kyle Fletcher, and Sammy Guevara. And of course, like I said, uh, spoiler alert: Dustin Rhodes winds up winning. Daniel Garcia was going for that Dragon Slayer. Simply, Dustin Rhodes rolled him up. 1, 2, 3, and he's your new champion. I think it's his first championship in AEW because right now he's the Ring of Honor. He's one half of the Ring of Honor tag team champions and 1/3 of the 6-man tag team champions of Ring of Honor. But yeah, congratulations to him. He gets first AEW for AEW championship period, tag or singles. But don't think he's going to hold it long. They might shock me, I guess. But yeah, he winds up winning that one. Next up, I want to say this is my favorite match of the night. By far, I mean, still, my, even the main event, everything. Before this, beyond this, favorite match of the night. It was Swerve Strickland and Will Ospreay with Prince Nana. They defeated the Young Bucks by pinfall. And since the Young Bucks lost, they were stripped of their executive vice president titles. Or, like I said, great match. JoJo Opperman, she came out and did Shaka Khan's "Ain't Nobody," or her version of it. Um, she did okay with it, I think, but the original version with Shaka Khan, yeah, it's not gonna beat it. You gotta be pretty amazing to beat the original. That's anything though. Uh, not too many, I don't think it was like I don't know if it's going to be any one of those. Oh, it might be. That might be. Yeah, you'd be hard pressed. I don't know if they're going to release that or something like that. But she was on there. She is the widow of Bray Wyatt, so that was kind of weird. But they did a little fireflies on their little screen behind her and stuff like that as she was singing the song. Didn't really notice that at first, and when I was seeing it on the replay, I don't know if it's because might have been because of the video feed. I'm pretty sure she recorded it, then lip synced it, but it sounded like almost looked like she was lip syncing. But didn't notice that on the live feed. I had a couple distractions as she was singing. I was checking out a couple other things as she was singing, and as well as every red-blooded great American male. Hallelujah! I get an amen. But yeah, like I said, my favorite match of the night. I mean, you had your like I said the formula match. Uh, and what I mean by AEW formula match, they go through, got hit their finishers 2 times. The other person got hit their finisher 2 times. Each other's finishers, then another finisher, then 20 other finishers. Then you got a good finish here. You got the crowd. Then they load a load and nothing. Then they finally hit their finisher again, and they win. And that's almost every match, including this one. But still, good match here. 25 minutes, 50 seconds on this one, and you didn't feel it. I mean, first part of the match, they kind of, Young Bucks did the heel thing and worked over Will Ospreay. Swerve got the tag in, but then they kind of did their dragon stuff, but it was still pretty good. The no, it is AEW. They did the no sell, Canadian destroyers. Um, then they all died after being hidden blade and house called. Other than that, it is what it is. But still, if there's one match, if there's really one match I can like go back and really watch, I would I would go back and watch this before anything before or after this. That's just my opinion. I mean, definitely could be a nominee for match of the year. Probably not, but yeah, Will Ospreay and of course Strickland won this one. Everybody's happy. All right, next up we have the Women's Casino Gauntlet match for a future shot at AEW Women's World Championship. This one went 27 minutes flat. Um, it was okay. I'll get to the women's stuff later. Um, but it is what it was. Uh, but the crowd dug it. I dug it. Uh, Athena came off the top rope, hit the Eclipse move. I don't know what they call it in AEW or Ring of Honor now, but when she was in the WWE, they call it the Eclipse. Still looks good. She hit that on Mia Hirakawa, and she will get a future shot at the WWE World Championship. Basically, she gets to hold a clipboard. See, WWE, hold a briefcase. AEW, hold a clipboard. Pretty sure I got. Pretty sure I got a smart ass comment about that. All right, next up for the AEW World Tag Team Championships in a three-way match here, you had The Hurt Syndicate, Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin with MJF and MVP. They took on Jet Speed, Kevin Knight, and Speedball. Speedball Blackfellas, oh! And the Patriarchy, Christian Cage and Nick Wayne with Kit Saban and Mother Wayne in their corner. Of course, the Hurt Syndicate won this one. This was about 18 minutes, 40 seconds. I would say 10 to 12 minutes too long. The right people, the Hurt Syndicate won. They had a big block with there where they were kind of just running over everybody, which they should have. Um, but like I said, about 10 to 12 minutes too long. Uh, during the course of it, I think it was Bobby Lashley threw, or was it Shelton? Yeah, Bobby Lashley threw Christian Cage into FTR. They had already had one of the, I think Nick Wayne or somebody was already thrown into him prior to that uh, by the Hurt Syndicate. Um, so uh, threw Christian Cage into FTR when they was standing on the apron, and then Bobby leveled Christian Cage with a spear in some match. FTR comes in, they're a little pissed about it, and a little pissed at the patriarchy. It's like, hey, why you keep freaking getting thrown into us? What's the deal here? What's y'all's problem? Christian's like, look, we ain't got no beef with y'all, blah blah blah. Come on, Nick. Come on, Kip. Let's get the fuck out of here. And Nick Wayne was like, kind of looked like he was saying, okay, let's get the fuck out of here. But then, Nick Wayne grabbed Christian Cage and hit him with a kill switch. Uh, the only people who even act like well, the crowd did. I think didn't I predict this sort of? Um, but yeah, so they had Christian laid out, going to hit the Conchero on him, and that's when Edge, or excuse me, Cope's music hit. Adam Copeland, he comes out with a the nail, the board full of nails, a bat full of nails. Came in and chased everybody, speared and chased everybody off, and picked up Christian Cage and told him to go find himself. Go fuck himself. No, but close. Told him to go find himself, then left. Big hero there. So looks like we'll probably definitely should be getting the Christian and Christian Edge back together. Screw it. Everybody knows who he is. Edge, damn it. He's on the edge. Rated R Edge. But I guess they'll probably have like a like some little throw off match with Kip Saban and Nick Wayne. Then I have a good series of matches. Good feud with FTR. I think that'll be definitely cool. Yeah, good finish, big pop. Then we had uh for the AEW Women's World Championship as the champion, Timeless Tony Storm. She went up against the TNT champion, Mercedes Monet, and winds up beating her. Uh, again, this one was 24 minutes, 10 seconds. This definitely shouldn't have gone that long. Um, say 14 to 15 minutes. They could have done some easy spots, but I'll be honest, this was not a good match at all. But I will say, was happy to see Tony Storm successfully defending her AEW Women's Champion. She did defeat Mercedes Monet. It only took about what 4 Storm, uh, uh, Hero Storm pile drivers, or Storm Zero pile drivers, then a Super Storm Zero pile driver. So that's really 5 Storm Zero pile drivers per finisher. To hand Mercedes Monet her first win. I mean, um, and Mercedes Monet is not like a thick in the neck or thick anywhere really. Not exactly a muscle bound chick. Um, but she was able to kick out Tony Storm or her, you know, thick bottom, and thick thighs. Those pile drivers. Yeah, it makes total sense. But yeah, this match was not great. wasn't wasn't good. It just wasn't good. I mean, I think this was the match where I sat there and said, "What the fuck is going on?" Especially after the melee where she hit like 3 Storm Zero pile drivers in a row. Could have called it a night there, but uh, for me watching it, yeah, dragged a little too much. And like I said, the winner and still AEW World Timeless. All right, next up, part of your triple main events. It was Kazuchika Okada, your Continental Champion with Don Callis, versus Kenny Omega, your International Champion. Winner takes all to unify the Continental and International Championship to have the inaugural AEW Unified Championship. So y'all, USWA, AWA, Memphis, or World Class AWA now. Yeah, should have done this. Probably should. We already had the international. Didn't really need it. Whatever. I digress. Gladly, they did. I guess getting rid of one of the belts, having one unified belt. Called the unified. Could have kept whoever want. You could have kept. You just said, Okada's the international or continental champion, so we retired at international. But yeah, Okada wins this 30 minutes, 32 seconds. Pretty good. I thought it was pretty good. I think fans just kind of dig it because this is first and probably the only time you'll see these guys wrestle in America. Depends on what Kenny does. Uh, keeps going, but this was really nowhere near as good as their Japan stuff. And I'm not saying that because I'm a big Japan mark or whatever. It's like go look at it, go watch it. You got Omega with his ailments. You got Okada a little older, both of them a little older, stuff like that. So they probably don't want to. But I mean, they did a few things that kind of popped the crowd a little bit, and crowd was more excited to see this match in the ring. You know, well, I would too if I was there. Hell, I was, and I sat at home. I was like, all right, this. I mean, it's still a good match, but was it as good as their prime, both of them in their prime? Not saying they're past their prime, but getting close to it. But yeah, like I said, 30 minutes, 32 seconds. It did have a little bit of a dragging factor, but it wasn't instant shit or anything like that. Yeah, 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 yeah. I will agree with that. I'll definitely agree with it. This is probably the point where it's like, okay, this is getting a little too long. Uh, it didn't need to be this long. And see, that's a bad thing about it. When you have pay per views this long, you can have people like not feeling it as much. I mean, especially people sitting at home. It seemed like the people in the crowd. I'll get to that point in a second. Just remind me. But anyway, like I said, Okada wins this one. He's your unified champion now. And let's see if he that one. And of course, now it's your main event of the night. in a Texas death match for the AEW World Championship. The Hangman Adam Page, the challenger, going against the champion, John Moxley. Pretty cool stuff here. Like I said, Texas death match, which really wasn't a Texas death match. Glad somebody realized that uh, as quickly as I did. Uh, Actually, two people after we sit there and talked about it. Okay, I'll explain this again. Texas death match. Okay, you come as you are. You beat each other down. You could have still done it, all that shit. And Terry Funk, Dusty Rhodes had a bloody Texas death matches, but death match, beat each other up or beat your opponent to the point where you at least pin them 1, 2, 3. After you pin them, referee has a count of 10, or their opponent's got a count of 10 to get back up. Gets up, match continues, yada yada yada. That's a Texas death match. This was a last man standing match, but I'm guessing WWE probably trademarks last man standing match. Uh, so uh, not sure if anybody else. Uh, Maybe the indie shows they probably have last man standing stuff, but can't remember off the top of my head. But they just call this a Texas death match because it's basically the same thing. Beat your opponent down. Don't have to pin the person. Just got to answer a 10 count, or you will not be the last one standing. You'll be the first one to fall. But but decent stuff here. They were quick with the blood. Anna Page stabbing John Moxley with a fork. Uh, that that definitely got the crowd going. Page he did, did the blade. Cause yeah, we was sitting there watching it. I was watching it with my buddies, and we noticed the tape around Adam Page, and Moxley comes out like no tape around his wrist. Oh, he's got pockets. He probably has his blade in his pocket. Nope. That crazy fucker said, "Hey, just stab me with a fucking fork." Uh, he had the usual stuff. You had the Death Riders come out and trying to help him out. Uh, Will Ospreay tried to come out and help, but he got the same treatment as Samoa Joe, and he was stretchered out. Then surprise return, sort of. Brian Danielson, he came in, clean house. Darby Allin was on the big screen, said, "Hey, I'm coming down off this mountain. I'm coming after you." Winds up coming down from the rafters. Um, they, basically clean house with the Death Riders. Then the Young Bucks come out and help out John Moxley, but uh, Adam Page didn't want to stay down. Uh, Eventually, Swerve Strickland did come down, hit both the Young Bucks with the chain, threw the chain in Adam Page, and Page used it to put it around Moxley's neck, throw him over the top rope, hanging him there, and Moxley tapped out. So didn't have to worry about no answering 10 count or anything. He just tapped out. No passing out, just tapped on out. So now Adam Page is your new AEW World Champion. Hopefully, you know, hopefully, and for their sake, they for his sake too, they kind of treat him a little better than they did the first time. I still say, uh, and y'all know as much as I make fun of Adam Page, I'm a big fan of his, but you gotta call a spade a spade. You gotta call it down the middle. You gotta make the right call, and I still say from that time till now, CM Punk should have Adam Page should have went over on CM. My opinion. Uh, but um, a little bit of a good storyline here. The redemption of Adam Page, being a top babyface now, and now he's a world champion. Now where do you go from there? a few places. I mean, I guess I don't know if they're gonna straight up go with a few JF or MJF gonna play uh, that person who's gonna keep teasing, cashing in his clipboard. Uh, yeah, was he? Yeah, wasn't even a 10 count involved in the finish, just a tap out. So, um, I mean, it is what it is. Uh, the crowd, they kind of kept it quiet, at least till s there's sometimes they kept it quiet. Actually, even the, Swerve Ospreay Young Bucks match, they were kinda quiet until they did that one spot where they, no sold the, um, Canadian Destroyers and hit the Hidden Blade and house call. Yeah, they showed signs of life there, uh, but this match, they showed out pretty good. The Okada Kenny match, they kinda showed out again a little bit. Like I said, not crowd wasn't that, that loud on this one. Was almost thinking it's like, damn, maybe they're kind of preserving themselves until because they know the shit's gonna drag. But I guess they didn't realize how much the shit was gonna drag. Uh, but they popped pretty good with all the people kind of running out. Um, but all in all, like I said, just watching it. I mean, sometimes you can tell when when you, when you're watching it and you tell they're piping in noise because the fans are not doing anything. Then you kind of know it's like, okay, fans. I don't I think they were into it, but just didn't kinda hard to explain. But, they did kinda wake up on that main event, wake up on the no sale spots on the, Forrest Strickland match. Athena, yes, I will say when she came out for that gauntlet match and won the, gauntlet match, she got a great reception. They popped good for her. Um, like I said, that Hurt Syndicate match, that could have been like 10 to 12 minutes off of that one. Like I said, just my opinion. That brings us to the last show of the evening or of the weekend, Evolution 2, the all women's premium live event brought to you by the WWE. Uh, I'll go ahead and say it. AEW probably was man. Okay, Evolution. I'll just I'll just leave it with this. I'll give him this because just to give it to him, I guess. I think history will probably tell us different, but I'll give it to AEW. They did a pretty good show, last match and everything. They did good, but man, if you okay, not being the whole tribalism thing. If you do like both, I can see why you would say AEW was the best show, and I would definitely understand why you would say Evolution was a better show. Because man, those women show the fuck out, just like they did in the first one. Um, and I was thinking about actually rewatching the first one, see which one was really better. But I mean, because top of my head, I'm thinking, man, this one was definitely better. Uh, even a couple matches on this that wasn't that good, I think it was still better than Evolution. I'm going to tell you right now. I mean, this is the honest truth. If you look at it logically, look at it honestly, not this tribalism bullshit. It got okay. My opinion, the worst match on Evolution was Tiffany Stratton against Trish Stratus. That was still better than both of the women's matches on All In. I mean, hell, the first match was better than both. Hell, the first match was better than any women's match they've had in AEW this year, probably last year. But uh, but yeah, that I'm sorry, these girls, these women, man, they went playing tonight. It's like, oh, it's I don't. I guess Triple H and whoever gave him, uh, T.J. Wilson, that's his name. They probably gave him a pet talk, and they went out and they did it. First match of the night was for the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship. Becky Lynch defending against Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. Uh, just the finish of the finish of this. Go back and watch that one. Just as smooth. It, I give Bayley a lot of credit too. I mean, she had to work with it too. Uh, Bayley kind of did like a spinning, roll of the back, took the arms, came over for a backslide as Bayley had Lyra rolled up for the 1, 2, 3. That freaking looked good. I mean that penny combination, that finish right there looked freaking great. And like I said, gotta, gotta give credit Bailey too. She had to move with her to make that work, and they did so. And that match, like I said, this match alone, go back go back and watch it. And be honest with you, if you're one of these AEW ride or die people, if you watch this match and you gotta honestly say this is best female, best women's match. This is better than any women's match in AEW, especially this year. I haven't seen nothing. I've seen okay. They're mid at best. At best. Sometimes Mercedes can have a good match with somebody. I think Mercedes and Willow had a decent match. Not pretty good. But and yes, I was about to say that too. The fans were into the show from and they were in Atlanta. Nope. I mean, if they piped in noise, they piped in with their lungs too, because they you can look at the crowd, you can tell the crowd was totally into it. This match, they was totally freaking into it. Um, wish I was there, but I'm poor, cheap. Pick one. Um, I just pay for this. And plus, I was going to wind up having to work out of town, so I wound up not. Yeah, even to be an Atlanta crowd, Atlanta, especially I think the WrestleMania and that one Hell in a Cell where he had CM Punk against Ryback. I mean, come on, look at that card, that Hell in a Cell card. That card was shitty, and we were kind of hoping for a cat, would have popped for the cash in, and a lot of people was kind of like anticipating a cash in, but they didn't get it. Um, I mean, good gosh, they popped when Big Show beat Sheamus. That was the biggest pop of the night, and that was trying to get Ryback over, which was not. And that oh gosh, that shitty freaking finish to the Hell in a Cell. I think it was supposed to be CM Punk or CM Punk and John Cena, I think. And then CM Punk or Cena got hurt. And they threw Ryback in there. Wasn't good. But this one, man, freaking Atlanta crowd, man, they showed out as well. But yes, And this match was 16 minutes, 30 seconds, and you didn't feel it. Did not feel it. Next match was for the NXT Women's Championship. JC Jane with Colin Henley and Jasmine Nix. Fatal Influence, I believe. Uh, went up against Jordan Grace with Blake Monroe. Blake Monroe, of course, is Mariah May from AEW. Um, and as soon as she came out and was going to be in the corner of Jordan Grace, I'm like, oh, my prediction on this finish was wrong. So, but yeah, you kind of guess what happened. Blake Monroe hit Jordan Grace with the belt from behind, and Casey Jane, I guess, hit that roaring forearm for the pinfall on Jordan. But yeah, I was kind of shocked here. I thought maybe Grace would probably either come up to the main roster, but uh, with Stephanie Bankier and Roxanne Perez and all them, but she's still down there. And I was like, well, top female down. I think give her the championship, right? But I end up being wrong. But like I said, decent match though. I mean, I've seen Jordan Grace in some matches. She's pretty good. First time I seen JC Jane, I have to see some more of her stuff to really kind of evaluate the situation. All right, next up, a fatal four way for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. The Judgment Day, Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez, the champions. Uh, Defending against Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, Sol Ruka and Zaria, and the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane. Don't worry, everybody got out of this match injury free. I know it's a bad joke, but man, talking about a pop of the night, definitely, definitely Charlotte Flair. Oh my gosh, that was like the crowd was chanting, "We want Flair, we want Flair, we want Flair." Very good match. Again, very good match. I mean, can't really say too much anything bad about this one. But the Judgment Day winds up keeping the championship. Uh, Charlotte Flair uh, saved Alexa Bliss from Zarya Spear, which poor Sol Ruka had to eat. Um, then Roxanne and Raquel got in there and they kind of threw everybody out. Raquel hit Sol Ruka with that Tijuana bomb. One, two, three. Nothing controversial. Nothing slipping on a banana peel or anything like that on this one. But clear cut winner, 10 minutes, 50 seconds. Like I said, good match, but man, people and Alexa, Charlotte Flair came out, hellacious pop. Alexa Bliss, of course, she always gonna get a great pop, great ovation. Um, Bookie Warriors got theirs. Not too many people were that familiar with Sol Ruka and Zaria. Uh, Mixed with Raquel Rodriguez, they're heels. But gosh, my buddy texted me. He's like, "Good gosh, no, when did everybody start liking Flair?" I'm like, dude, you're in horseman country, baby. Woo! Or a horse, I guess. Yeah, Judgment Day winds up winning this one. Again, good match. Next up, I said, um, to me, this match is probably the worst of the night, but still was decent at least. Still better than anything AEW's produced um, in a while. Tiffany Stratton defended her WWE Women's Championship against Trish the Dish Stratus. The Hall of Famer Trish Stratus. Um, it's a good match. I mean, Trish, she doesn't do this every night or every day, every week like she used to, so she's gonna be off a little bit. Tiffany Stratton, not as far as technical prowess, if you want to call it that, not quite there yet, but I believe one day she'll be there. Uh, I mean, I don't know what the beef with her and Charlotte. They both had a definitely Charlotte Flair had an off. But hey, Charlotte's getting the respect of the people back. What can I say? But yeah, Tiffany defeats Trish Stratus with the best moonsault ever. But hey, people still responded great to Trish Stratus. Once Tiffany left the ringside, Trish got up and the crowd gave her a standing ovation because she's Trish fucking Stratus. They go somewhere with the Flair blessing. Yeah, it'll be cool if they did. Hope they do too. I mean, they're freaking over. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. No brainer. Oops, I missed. I missed two. Anyway, there was a battle royal. Or at first there was the no holds bar match with Jay Cargill and Naomi. Um, Not great. A little bit better than the Tiffany and Trish match, but I think this match was kind of hide a lot of the hide a lot from Jay Cargill, even though she's getting a little bit better now. Again, still not quite there, but I don't think kind of like what I say about Powerhouse Hobbs. Dude's going. I think the dude can be a superstar, but you're not going to see no 10-star matches out of him. Just like Jay Cargill, you're not going to see no 10-star match out of her. She can get over with her power, her charisma, everything else. And but anyway, she wins this one by hitting the super jaded through the table. Uh, yes, she proceeded with caution, then uh, wrecked it uh, pretty much. But man, Naomi's over. I know, by the way, I forgot to mention that Bianca Belair was the special guest referee. She did a good job keeping it down the middle. All right. Then they had a battle royal. Last four women in the match was Stephanie Van Kier, Nikki Bella, who got Big Pop as well, uh, Lash Legend, and Nia Jax. Uh, Legend would eliminate Nikki Bella. Uh, Lash Legend and Stephanie would team up and got rid of Nia Jax. Wow, Brenda, you know it was crying. Um, and thanks to a Devil's Kiss on the apron, Stephanie Van Kier eliminated Lash Legend, and he will get uh, I guess a WWE Championship match against Trish or Tiffany Stratton at Clash in Paris. Then uh, the main event of the night in a hellacious fucking match. Now or Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley for the WWE Women's World Championship. So they had a hell of a fucking match. Io Sky did that springboard front drop kick or shotgun drop kick. Rhea moved out of the way. Ref gets hit. I'm like, oh, no, don't do this to them. Don't do this to them. Um, Rhea Ripley hit Riptide on Io Sky, but no referee. They go out fighting the crowd. Rhea Ripley beats the hell out of Io Sky till Io Sky escapes a power bomb on the, uh, I guess the stage or the tour boxes, whatever you want to call them. Then Io Sky does a cross body block. Now Io Sky's beating the hell out of Ripley. They get back in the ring. Um, Io hits the over the moonsault. Bowen gets a 2 count. Referee, regroups, gets ring for a 2 count. Uh, they fly up on the top rope again. Io hits the Spanish fly. They're both down. Cue the music. Here she comes. Yeah, Lash Legend. I think she used to play for a WNBA. But yep. Cue the music. Here she comes. Miss Money in the Bank Naomi. But yep, I'm ready to cash that son of a gun in. Hits poor Io Sky in the face with it. Hits Ripley. Sets Io Sky up. Hits that split legged moonsault. Your winner and new WWE World Women's World Champion is Naomi. Uh, got a big pop out of this one. It was one of the it was one of those. I don't think people liked it, but people still popped for it. They they didn't like it, but they liked it. But because it got a big pop of it. Anytime you do a cash in, you're gonna get a big pop. Really like this match, nice finish. I was beginning to wonder why Carhill beat Money in the Bank. Um, yeah, yeah, I was kind of shocked by that. I thought maybe some little bit of cheating going on. Even though it's a no holds barred match, maybe a good recognize or tying up Carhill's leg on the rope, something like that. Or maybe Bianca turned heel and side with Naomi. But hey, why not? This you know I'm not getting another one of these for another uh 5, 7, 8, 10 years, however long it takes, and go out on the bang, have her cash in. Perfect opportunity. Kind of tease that she may cash it in on Tiffany Stratton, but she didn't do that. But yeah, like I said, pretty good. I mean, like I said, that match. I mean, they rock, man. I mean, this match I think should be considered match of the year easily, easily. Uh, but yeah, I'll just give it to I'll give it to them. They had a pretty big show, pretty good show. AEW did, but like I said, I there's points to them were great. It definitely wasn't the female match. Sorry, Tony Storm and Jay's fans. That match didn't even couldn't even touch the first match. The best part of the weekend. What was that? Oh, did I miss it? I mentioned the Devil's Kiss, the public sub. What did I miss? I remind. Thought I mentioned everything. That is that's disclosures. Oh yeah, god dang! I knew there was something I was missing about that gauntlet match. Well, there's two things. One thing I'm just not going to beat down the ground. It is what it is. But yes, got to see the return of Juice freaking Robinson. That was cool. That was definitely cool to see. Didn't recognize him when he first came out. If it wasn't for that the screen there saying Juice Robinson, I'll be like, I wouldn't think that was Juice Robinson. I'll be like, who the fuck is this? Did did Elias freaking lose a lot of muscle mass and eat some cheeseburgers instead? But let's see, Juice Robinson. Uh, yeah, if anybody in AEW, I really do like. I do like Juice Robinson, Jay White. I like the Gun Brothers. Oh my gosh, it's, they sh- it's just a travesty they don't push them enough, especially the Guns and the Gun. They all came out, helped each other. The Bang Bang Gang, Bang Bang, the Gang Bang Gang. But so yeah, I mean, would definitely love it if Guns contract up and Triple H snags them up and he gets them good because Guns are fucking talented. They deserve way freaking better what they're given now. And yeah, I think Juice has been injured and stuff like that. In shape. And plus, his old lady is like, huge star. Yeah, like I said, pretty good wrestling weekend. Like I said, I didn't catch the Ring of Honor or the NXT. I should start watching NXT, but seems like NXT and TNA are kind of like intertwined with each other. And that's kind of been rumored too. I think, which I think would be cool. Yeah, I think this is the last year of AJ Styles. Kind of already said that, so why not? Let him defeat Trick Williams for the TNA Championship. Which I'm not sure if he'd do that or not. Because AJ's sign those checks, baby. You want me to put somebody over? I'll put 'em over. I'll make it look good too, brother. Okay, you don't sign those checks, trips. I'll make them look good. Give you probably one of the best matches of the night. But yeah, uh, not bad. But yeah, has anybody seen the original I Know What You Did Last Summer? Because that's one of the things I gotta watch. Well, I gotta watch that either tomorrow night um, after Spot Show live stream, or not Spot, Wrestling Gold Friday night, or probably Saturday afternoon. I have to watch it. Never seen it because Sunday I am going to watch the new. I get, is it still called I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, or that was like a reboot or something like that. See, I was never a fan. I mean, I think we had this discussion before on here. Never was a fan of Scream. Okay, I watched the first Scream movie. That was it. Never watched another Scream movie. But I, uh, yeah, I didn't like Scream. I like Fast and Furious. I watched the first one. That sucked. The only reason I watched one other one because yeah, according to my sister, I think you don't really have to watch all of them. Just watch the one, first one, I guess. Fine.
All right, we're watching the battle of the managers. Bobby the Brain Heenan with Paul Nelson.
Because tomorrow night. So yep, I think yeah, never seen the first one, and the reason I was bringing up Scream because it seemed like those two WB meets kind of be horror stuff like that, and I just didn't dig it. Uh, so I never watched another one, but I will be watching the new. Uh, I Know What You Did Last Summer. As far as tomorrow night's at for the watch along on Wrestling Gold Friday night, I'm gonna try to find some AWA wrestling. There's a reason for that. I have to wait till tomorrow. I'm trying to search for it right now. Hopefully be around July of 1980. Oh gosh, unfortunately I have. I don't. Have you even tried watching Toxic Avenger lately? Not back when you were a kid or teenager or anything like that. I'm gonna try to go back and watch the original Toxic Toxic Avenger now. Yes, I'll admit I've watched Toxic Avenger, and I've watched it recently. It's just one of those things you kind of just. It was funny and campy and cool back then, but now it's kind of like Insane Clown Posse. You just kind of outgrow it. Just outgrow it. Life goes on. No, I will not watch Romeo and Juliet. Dare I say I will not watch that movie again. I watched that one when I was still in high school, or just before I was 21. Yeah, it's hard. Uh, Plus I don't like that dude that's going to be playing Toxie. I know. I'm giving the new Toxic Avenger a hard pass. Ain't happening. Uh, and I do believe Trauma Films. That's where James Gunn got his start. I do believe. Yes, guy who's yeah, guy who did, or should I say, Mr. Fantastic, saving everybody, but just so happens to be have Superman who gets his ass kicked, gets saved by everybody, um, even gets brutally beaten down by Lois Lane, and then gets called a bitch by Supergirl. Sorry, there's your Superman spoiler. Gave it away. But yeah, Mr. Fantastic saved, even saves Lois Lane. It's it's definitely not political. It's, dare I say, Superman, the not so good Guardian of the Galaxy. Yeah, it's got that one little dude that's in everything because he's an asshole. He he's not a little person. He's a little asshole. Freaking saying, "Oh, it'll be blasphemy. It'll be such a letdown. It'll be an insult to cast little people." We're back, and we're back. We're back. I'm back. Um, Dink. Yeah, Dinkleberry, whatever his name is. But yes, I will be checking it out. So if you're not watching this live, uh, if you ever did watch the first one, how'd you like it? Dinklage, yeah. Dickless, yeah. It's him. It, it was just thrown up there. It was a hanging curveball, man. Had to knock it out of the park. It was there. Crash Davis told me what it was. Had it. I had to knock it out of the park. Hit that bull. Got me a free. That's a good movie. Bull Durham. Probably one of the best baseball movies ever. Easy top 10 baseball movies. Anyway, I'm just gonna call it a night right there. Appreciate everybody checking this out. And if you didn't watch this live and you're checking it out now, hey, I appreciate it. Be sure to, like I said, help your boy out because um, I'll talk about that probably tomorrow night. Maybe I'll make some smart ass comment about it. But yeah, definitely now. More important, give me a like, hit me up in the comments, say anything, say hi, hello, fuck AEW, fuck WWE, yay AEW, yay WWE, fuck them both. Watch Independence. Um, anything you want to say? It can be non-wrestling. Hell, we just spent a couple seconds talking about I know what you did last summer. Guess I'll talk about that a little bit next week, maybe. Maybe I'll be trashing it, but I want to watch the original for the first time ever this before I watch the new one. But anyway, like I said, I appreciate everybody who watched it. If you didn't watch this live, hey, if you're watching now, appreciate you. Uh, and if you're not a subscriber, hey, click on that subscribe button and notification bell. That way you know when my new content is uploaded and free to watch. Other than that, folks have a good one. Take it easy. And until next time.
So long from the peach state of Georgia.
Ronald Ray here saying thank you for checking out my video. If you don't mind, go ahead and click that thumbs up button, leave a comment, and share this video with family and friends. I would also appreciate it if you would subscribe to RP2 Vision, where I cover the sport of professional wrestling from yesterday to today. Now, don't forget to click the notification bell as well, so you'll be notified when my other weekly content is available, like Wrestling Trivia Tuesday, WWE Raw Recap, and AEW Dynamite Recap. I also have 2 live streams. Every Thursday at 8 p.m., it's Spot Show Live Stream, where I discuss the latest news in professional wrestling. And on Friday nights at 8 o'clock p.m., it's Wrestling Gold Friday Night, where I discuss the good old days of professional wrestling. When wrestling was wrestling, wrestling was real because it's still real to us. Folks, have a good one and take it easy.